Welcome, everyone, to the Everything Show. I am your host, Matrixlord212, and I am with Scott. What's up, Scott?
Hello, all.
Okay, so a lot of things happening this week. We just got through Christmas. It was amazing. We just got through Twice Upon a Time. It was great. And, of course, right towards the tail end, before the year ends, we have Who Hates?
Who Hates 2017? The
last
end of the
Who
year.
Hates of 2017.
Yep. The
And
year-end battle.
Right. And it's kind of amazing how you come home and the first thing you see, it's not like a message from a loved one. It's basically, someone commenting about you, basically telling you to go after yourself, or how horrible you are, or you're a monster, or whatever. Just amazing to me. And I got to tell you, I have nothing against anyone. I love people's opinions, and it's fantastic. But I expect this. I have some rules and I have some standards. And I expect, like, when Scott, when you go to a movie, you pay money to go to a movie.
Yeah.
Right? Do you leave the movie after spending tons of money in the middle of the movie?
No, I can't think of a single movie that I've actually, even if I hated it, like a certain movie, which, I don't remember the movie about a few years ago. I got to look it up. Right. But I should have known something was up because it wasn't playing at my Eaton 6. Okay, sometimes there are good movies not playing at my Eaton 6. Fine. Right. I take a taxi all the way out to this movie cinema.
Okay.
Well, come to find out, their version broke. So I got to walk around this one mall for an hour, hour and a half. And due to the holidays, everything's closed.
Right.
I go in to watch the movie. About hour to 2 hours, correction. Hour to 2 hours. Go in to see the movie. It's a sci-fi movie. It sucked royal donkey balls.
Wow.
Yeah.
But you watched it, though.
I watched it.
Completely.
Completely.
To the time to flush it, you just watched the whole
I just sat there.
Journey.
It was a nice concept. Like I said, I don't remember the movie. I do remember it was an interesting concept of a sci-fi invasion movie.
Right.
But that's all I remember about it. But it sucked Godzilla-sized donkey ball.
So you're basically helping out my analogy. Basically, I hold my subscribers and I hold people that watch my videos to a high standard.
Mm-hmm.
I think they are pretty intellectual. At least I want them to be pretty intellectual. And I expect if someone's going to comment about a video from years ago or months ago or 200 casts ago, to me, it's like if you're going to do a book report and you're going to do it like, say you're going to do you're going to write an article about Matrixlord212. Right, his stance on Jodie Whittaker, right? You don't just go by the first reactions of what I said about Jodie Whittaker because it was genuine.
Yeah.
You see how time went on and what different things happened and how my opinion changed gradually over time where people were trying to send me all these different things saying, give her a chance, look at it. And then me having an open mind after seeing her play and saying, I think she's going to be great. Now, if you're gonna make a comment again on a video from 200 casts ago, and you're going to start bashing me, I'm not going to listen to you, or I'm just going to want to delete you because I really feel that you're making yourself look really bad because you are not getting the overall picture. You're embarrassing yourself. I mean, you're one of those lazy reporters, or maybe you're not a reporter, but you're just doing the lazy way where, you're not really. It's hard to explain, but I don't get it. I don't get.
No, I know what you're saying.
I mean, okay, so I'm gonna read something here, and this Jedi guy said, first time listening to this podcast, the last time I'm listening to this podcast. He's talking about Ruben's cast, like, from, like, 200 things ago. Of course, it's a troll because there's no subscribers, or maybe not.
Yeah.
It's not a troll. You don't know. I mean, maybe people are just bored and they said, let's screw with Matrixlord again. And then, we get people that have been pain in the you-know-what here and there for a long time ago. They write stupid comments. But basically, it's like, does anybody watch the casts we do?
I have no idea.
Because I'm seeing the views, and I'm getting the income here and there, so YouTube's telling me that people are watching it. But then I get people that are just, I don't know what it is. So look, I love Doctor Who, and I'm going to put out as much content as I can, as a hobby. Because, again, this is not a job for me, okay? I'm doing it like somebody working on their Camaro in the garage, okay? This is a thing for me, a hobby, okay? I have to work on the jobs, but I do have enough content out there, a lot more than most people, like 6,000 videos or whatever. I made it for the 6-year anniversary, 6,000 videos, and I didn't even talk about it, by the way, but we have fun on here. There's no pressure. If Scott doesn't want to come in, he doesn't have to come in. Yeah. He does his radio thing, okay. And if nobody comes in, I go to bed. It's fine. I need some sleep anyway. So I'm not going anywhere. And it shouldn't be a project for anybody to try to devote their life to getting me off the air. Like that's stupid.
Yeah, just like any sci-fi or thing everybody's a fan of. No one's tops than the other. They do it for fun.
Everybody contributes
out there, and if they get views, just like Joe.
Everybody contributes to the movie community.
But come on, people.
But I am going to be egotistical. I'm going to say that nobody has more casts on Doctor Who than I do, as far as I'm concerned. Because we have tons. Or even videos plus the cast. It's in the thousands. And if there ever was a thing where they would track it, I would get an award. And I'm not just saying that to, brush on my shoulders. I love Doctor Who. I spent my time with you to talk about it.
Because if you think about it, not very many podcasts last past 1,000. I mean, yes, there's the big YouTubers, yeah, but not.
The Real Whovians cast has always been about Doctor Who. I don't put other stuff in the Real Whovians cast. Yes, I frown when things just don't go as planned. And someone talks about something else in the Real Whovians, and then I'm like, or once in a while I'll be in a weird mood and I'll mention something, and then I'm like, wow, I just turned the whole track away from Doctor Who, and I try to turn it back. But it's all about Doctor Who, all the Real Whovians cast. The Everything Show, yeah, sometimes we talk about Doctor Who on it.
Yeah.
But that's mostly movies and comics and all that stuff. So, I hope, and you know what, I want to do multiple reactions to Doctor Who. I want to be fair to Jodie Whittaker. Yeah. I don't want it to be the one opinion that nobody likes her. I want it to be that let's get everybody's opinion, that they like her, they don't like her, they love her, they hate her. Let's get everybody's. I want a mixture. I think I owe it to the fans and my fans, and I think I owe it to our fans for the Facebook pages to be fair and show both sides. And it's genuine. I mean, this is not scripted. This is, if I don't like something, I get pissed. And I'm not ashamed of cursing on the reveal. I'm not ashamed that I couldn't stand that she was chosen. I hated her outfit. No, it was genuine. It was real. It was not planned. It was not scripted. It was not fake. I was literally pissed.
You were livid.
And poor K9's neck was broken. I'm going to have to take care of that eventually. But I was just not fair. It's not fair to K9. It's not. But you know what? Look what the Doctor does to the TARDIS half the times. It's like an abusive relationship. No, I'm just kidding. But anyway, so I was genuinely pissed. And you know what? As a human being, we change our opinions.
Yeah.
We've done so much to get people to watch Doctor Who. Even Jay said it himself. He started watching because of us. People wanted to do casts with us. They thought we were like celebrities or something. We weren't. And then they come on there, they're happy. And it's like, oh, wow, And then they're part of the crew. Anybody could join. Really.
Yeah.
Nobody, we don't charge money at the door.
I forget his YouTube. I'm sorry, I forget his YouTube name. Because I comment on his thing every now and then. If you wanted, because I even mentioned, I sent you a little Facebook thing. Here's this guy.
Okay.
He does it, and but I basically told him, if you want to join the cast, send your request to you. And
you're allowed to do that because you're one of the main people I trust. That I go by your judgment and Von's judgment and Chris. No, I don't even need to be.
Send a request to him and see what he feels and all that.
Yeah, I mean, I trust you guys because you're here most of the time, and you put a lot of time in there with me. So, and again, you have to understand too, I'm very slow with that because I'm working. Everything is in my head at once. I'm trying to figure out how to pay these bills, this job, which job I'm going to today, how long I'm going to stay there today, what time am I going to eat, shower, what time I'm going to podcast. It's even now. I finished, working in the job in Staten Island, and then I'm taking a shower, and now I'm like, let's go. I had a quick dinner, but I can't really eat too much lately because ever since that whole thing with my mouth, I'm like, my taste is not really, But I'm not in pain anymore, so that's good. All right, so this is not a hate thing. This is just a revelation. Just letting you guys know that, going forward, we're all one big family here. Sometimes some of us gets vocal. I know sometimes some people don't like what some people have to say. Okay?
If you're going to basically judge a show, see more than one episode.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes Scott's going to be here 90% of the time. Sometimes he's not. Sometimes Chris is going to be in here. Sometimes Von's going to be in here. Sometimes friggin' Sally or the Time Lapse will appear, or the Ronnie will appear once a year or something, or whatever. And you know what? There's more than enough content for you to enjoy. I mean, if you don't like one member, then don't watch it when the person's in here. Or if you don't like me, then don't watch me.
Think it was a TV show, basically. Yeah. You'll watch consider the first episode you see is the season premiere. And, of course, we've all seen TV shows where the season premiere is not that grand. But go back and watch other episodes, whether it's about the same subject or other subjects. But nonetheless, check other subjects.
It's like they'll have Bill Maher or something. He'll have a panel. And they'll talk like this. Or somebody else, they'll have a panel. Right? We have our team, our group. Very rarely we'll have people that's not part of our group in here, but they'll become a member of our group if they'll pop in, But that's the thing, we want nobody fighting here. But then sometimes we do have people in here that they want them never coming back again because it's just things got too crazy, and it's like I want everybody to be comfortable and nobody should be attacking anybody, and that's the whole thing. And that's the way I always want it. I want peace. So don't judge the show from one podcast. If you think about it, and if you do your math. I've been on the air for 6 years.
Damn.
And I have 6,000 videos. That's 1,000 videos a year. So if you watch one video a year and you don't like that video, that's kind of harsh. You're not watching, not that you have to watch 1,000 videos, but I mean, come on. You know that if you're gonna watch Spider-Man cartoon, you're not gonna be liking every single episode. Or you're gonna watch the Avengers, you're gonna watch whatever. You're not going to like every single thing. Even a Star Trek Next Generation episode. You're not going to like every single episode. So that's why there's huge content. And it's not about, people like, oh, it's quality over quantity. No. This isn't scripted, okay?
No.
We don't plan this out. It's relaxed. So I don't believe in that quantity over quantity. This is not a business, okay?
No, it's not.
This is a hobby. And I'm going to do it the way I want to do it. So don't tell me I should be doing less videos. Worry about yourself, And I know that Star Wars has been coming so ridiculous lately that people do want to talk about Star Wars in the Real Beans cast. And, it's happened and I tried to deflect away from it. Yes, I mean, if need be, I just don't want to talk about Last Jedi anymore.
Yeah.
I'm so sick of it. I want to, and again, I'm not going to be doing that many more Doctor Who's on Twice Upon a Time either, because people be like, oh my God, he's going to do the 10th friggin' part already? Jesus. How many fucking times could he talk about it? And again, I can't be forced. If I'm thinking it's too many times and I'm agreeing with you, and that's something, I mean, maybe one more. But that's it. And then we're not going to really talk about it anymore. I mean, we talked about it to death. It's done.
Yeah, there's so often you can beat a dead horse.
We're gonna, and again, you know what? Right now with the Real Wolverines cast, we're gonna do one more, and then I think the Real Wolverines cast is gonna be relaxed for the holidays, the New Year. Okay? Maybe we'll do some in January, but it's not gonna be like 5 a day, 3 a day, 2 a day. It's not gonna be 14 for the week. It's gonna go down, unfortunately, and the Everything show is gonna go back up like the way it was. And again, we're going to talk about other stuff than Last Jedi. And that's getting too heated, too, where things are getting misconstrued and people are thinking they hate each other.
Yeah.
I want to say, I
there needs to be a...
Yeah, I want to just clarify some things, okay? I value every one of my members, and I love all my members, okay? We have a fun rivalry, okay, me and Billy. But I respect that kid so friggin' much, it's beyond belief. We may joke around, whatever, but I hold that kid to a high standard. He's fantastic, Billy, okay? Billy the kid. So, you know, people may think, oh my God, whatever, no. I mean, and even, you know, if he thought so, I do apologize. Because you're crazy. But I do enjoy talking to the kid, and I'm going to want to send him some stuff, extra stuff that I have. But, you know, I don't want to have something that we talk about to kind of divide stuff. And if Last Jedi is going to do that, screw that. Okay, I'm done about talking about Luke drinking fucking milk. Okay, I mean, and then people are going to think I'm bitter. It's like, well, why the fuck is he talking about Last Jedi if he hates it so much? Yeah, you know what? I don't want to talk about it anymore. You're right. Can we talk about Jumanji? Absolutely.
Which was good. I have to say, that was a good movie. And it's an actual sequel instead of all this rumors about it being a reboot.
Now, I want to see it. I do. But unfortunately, it's so friggin' cold out there that you can't even feel your face, let alone, like, get frostbite if you're out there 30 minutes, let alone the snowstorm that's coming, let alone I'm not traveling in a bus to the movie theater with, like, 5 layers of clothing. I will see it, you know. Even Happy Death Day, if that's on demand, I'm going to order that, like tonight or whatever. I want to watch that. So we're going to try to do more, like we have a New Year's coming, and we have a lot of surprises for you on Matrixlord212 channel. But the Real Wolverines cast I don't know, it's hard to say. There's no way it's going to have as many episodes as we've had.
Yeah.
Because there's nothing to talk about. I mean, you know, unless we see pictures and it's like, but how long can you talk about? 5 minutes? You get 2 pictures, it's like, oh wow, you know? So we may talk about that on the Everything show, I'm not sure. But there's gonna be a couple more topic wonders before New Year's, and then we're gonna have an off-air conference about that. And then there's gonna be other things. There's gonna be, you know, the best thing about New Year's is it's just something about it. It's like you're saying goodbye to the past, and you're welcoming the future. And you say, okay, this is what I went through this year. But let me tell you something. By God, next year is going to be phenomenal. And you're motivated. You're springboarding into the year. You're friggin' making noises. You're going crazy. This is going to be the best. I'm going to make it the best thing ever. And then things happen. I mean, things, you know, I mean, like I said, every year is different, you know. And I have friggin' massive plans for 2018. This year sucked for me, financially wise. It sucked. I think next year I want to have everything like so good that everything's paid, and then when everything's paid, I'm going to do more books. I want to do book signings. I want to travel and do book signings. I want to like get on a book tour or something. Like I want to do stuff like that, you know. So I'm going to do everything possible to just do things fun. I would love to meet with you guys. Meet up a whole bunch of us, go like to like a trip or something, like a summer vacation, go to Vegas. It was nice. Yeah. If I had the money, I would do that. I would be like getting everybody to go. I mean, it'd be cool. I talked about that with the group like years ago. That would be great. But you know, nobody has. I don't have money. Nobody has money to do that. I'm like pulling my quarters together to get some Gatorades. You know, the hydrant. No, but seriously, it's like, you know, everybody goes through tough times, but you know what? While you breathe, you could still achieve. So You make things better for yourself. So that's just we aired out some clean laundry and dirty laundry. We got that out of the way. I know people are bored already. They're like, come on, can we talk about some news? All right, so we're going to talk about the box office. I know people are not crazy about it, but we are going to say what happened with The Last Jedi. I'm going to say that The Last Jedi is on its way into making $900 million. So close. It's going to happen probably by tomorrow for today's numbers. So right now it's 892. It's doing very well. There's no signs that
it's slowed down.
Yeah, there's all that stuff about it is pretty friggin' strong. It's actually doing better than previous weeks.
Damn.
It's like 29%, 36%, 27% up every day. So anybody that says that...
it makes you wonder how many of those are repeat viewings.
No, but anybody that says that The Last Jedi is tanking and it's not doing that well and Disney's scared, that's bull crap.
Mm-hmm.
Bull crap. And I'm going to report the news as I see it, even if I don't like it. I'm going to report that it's bull crap because it's doing very well. It's $445 million in domestically. I mean, look, it's doing what it has to do. He's got a whole franchise under his belt he's going to be doing now. A whole trilogy, new trilogy by this guy. So there's that. Then there's, let's see, Jumanji. Let's get that going on. Jumanji, for a number 2 movie, $153 million. Wow. Great job, Rock.
Mm-hmm.
And, Dwayne Johnson and Kevin Hart.
Off each other so well in that movie. Oh, good.
I could see a whole bunch of movies with them easily. So that will probably get a sequel, I'm sure.
This is what makes Jumanji work so well. They took instead of going back and using the same characters, they went back and created another adventure with a similar concept. And that's why Jumanji works. So if they're going to make a third one, which I personally think should stop at 3, maybe 4, but if they stop at 3, once again, it should be another adventure altogether.
Yeah, but it doesn't have to be in the jungle. It could be in space. It could be like weird crap, right?
Yeah.
It could be different. So Jumanji is doing excellent. Pitch Perfect is also doing excellent. The last Pitch Perfect 3. There's an audience for that. It's doing well.
Mm-hmm.
Something that's not really doing that great is The Greatest Showman.
Ooh.
Now, again, Hugh Jackman does not want to do Wolverine, and there's nothing wrong with that, but his attempts at successful movies, so far, it's not, The Greatest Showman's not a hit yet. I'm not going to say it's a failure. It's not a hit yet. So then we got Ferdinand. That was a 5th place movie. That was an animation. That was $68 million. That wasn't a success yet either. Coco. There was some problems with the Frozen short in there, and people pissed people off. That's $502 million. That's doing very well. Downsizing. That was something that was made $11 million. So it took money.
Okay. I thought that was still waiting to come out. I didn't realize it already.
That came out, and it took some money, but it's not a success yet. It just came out. But and then you got All the Money in the World, which, if you remember, they reshot that whole movie and took Kevin Spacey out.
Mm-hmm.
And they took a hit. I mean, so it's like $5,770,000. But you know what? It's not expected to do that great anyway. I do want to see Shape of Water because I'm very interested in that.
That looks very interesting.
Justice League, it's not going to beat The Man of Steel. 647. You're done. Stick a fork in you like a hot dog. And Thor's about done too. I mean, enough is enough. Ragnarok.
Yeah, people have seen it.
They're done. It's 846. It's not even going to make 850. It's done. So that's it for that. Now, as far as like news goes, we're not going to get too much news while it's not the new year. I mean, people are going to wait for
the holidays, and they're just throwing little little fluff pieces out now. That's what I've noticed.
They'll throw you a bone here or there. Like they had a Jurassic Park story that said Trevorrow is building up the second movie for a third movie because they want to do it as a trilogy.
Mm-hmm.
Meanwhile, the trailer sucked ass, in my opinion. So I don't even know if I care
so I'm
about
hoping the second trailer they put out is a bit better.
Yeah. And I think that's it. There's nothing really. There's talk about, Disney's going to be doing an Alien movie, I guess, eventually. But we have to wait 18 months for that.
Oh, here's an interesting alien concept. How about it crash lands in Walt Disney World and Mickey or Donald's the first victim?
Oh my God! A face hugger goes across Mickey's face.
Yes, yes.
People be traumatized. Traumatized. All right. So,
Minnie, you have a face hugger?
Of course, here we go. We have the new Infinity storyline. That, of course, looks like some type of gauntlet with them having the gems and coming out of it instead of the gems itself. And of course, this is the biggest Spider-Man storyline that's going to hit with the Green Goblin.
Show that again. Show that the Green Goblin half. I have to
smashing through the Spider-Man thing. Yeah, I'm going to get a better picture. We talked about this. Here it is. He's smashing through the Spider-Man thing.
Yeah.
Supposedly, he makes a deal with Mephisto. And also, here's a spoiler. Peter Parker and Mary Jane are back, there's some little rated R content going on in there. Yeah. So it looks like the deal is going to be broken, and they're going to be back together. That's going to be it. Thank God. So there's that. There's this Hulk storyline going on. I'm just looking at this for the first time, by the way. It's just trying to point to see if anything. They got this big Mephisto storyline where Mephisto is kicking everybody's butt, And Johnny Blaze comes back as Ghost Rider. No Ghost Driver anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Please.
Yeah.
And no more multiple Iron Mans. Just a real one, please. Let's go. So, what else do we have?
There's rumors that Ghost Rider might be coming, or they're planning on doing a series for the Ghost Driver Rider thing, but don't hold your breath on that.
Yeah, and what's funny too? It's funny when your dog is more popular than you are, and you put him with somebody else, like Khazar of the Savage Land, because the Inhumans are that bad. Wow. That's bad. But you know what? Whatever. So yeah, I'm just going again. This is like I'm a kid. I'm going through this the first time. I'm gonna have to really dissect it and see what's going on with this. But I am happy. I'll be overjoyed if Peter Parker and Mary Jane are back. It will be a nice birthday present indeed.
Yeah.
On 212. But we also have this weird comic I got to read too.
Ooh.
Amazing Spider-Man. And then we also have David Blythe had told me about this. I ran to get Spider-Man 2, so I'm going to read that, David. And let you know what I think about that. So that's what I got in my travels coming home. Also got the card for the big Avengers storyline. And it's kind of weird, and tell me if this sounds familiar. I mean, it's kind of an original idea, I guess. Someone steals the Earth. And the Avengers have to do whatever. So we have a stolen Earth here. And
I always thought it would be kind of neat. That's one of the reasons why I wish Titan and Marvel, or Titan and DC, would get together and do something to have what happened with those particular universes when Davros did that in the series.
We have a Marvel comic stolen Earth. I guess somebody's a Doctor Who fan. All right. Yes. They should say that at least, but they can't because then they get sleep. All right.
Well, they could put subtle things in there.
Maybe they can show a blue box.
Yeah.
But then they get in trouble because remember they put Capaldi in the Spider-Man comic.
Oh, that's right.
And they're like, the BBC was like, what? So
what you could do is you could have a bot. You could have like
you could do a police box, but make it a different color.
No,
No, no,
better yet, you have the police box, but you have it obscured just enough to where you just see like PO.
Yeah,
You don't
right.
know.
Yeah, I know, right? Oh, I gotta tell you, they're ballsy, that's for sure. What a concept, stolen Earth. All right. Hey, if it works,
You know,
okay.
they should make a series. Series should do a
Whole friggin' 6 months storyline? Wow. All right. If that's how long it is, God bless you. Okay.
lead up to our favorite Doctor returning to.
Now, what's next? We're gonna see the Daleks and the Marvel. Can you imagine that?
Yes.
You imagine Marvel paid to get them in Marvel Universe? The Daleks, like Disney paid to have the Daleks in the Marvel Universe?
Think about it, even the Cybermen.
Technically, they could do that. They could have a little contract with the Daleks.
Yeah.
Terry Nation to stay, right?
Yeah.
And just, hey. I mean, if the Daleks could, like, shoot at Daffy Duck and Looney Tunes, then, I mean, what's to say the Daleks in the Marvel Universe?
Yeah.
Really? Just think about that. It'd be interesting. Kind of open the doors, maybe. Somebody kind of guest star. Try to, if they need some help. Like,
foot in the door.
Somebody has expertise and,
like the old
the Daleks, maybe. Like, I don't know.
Marvel DC team ups.
They have this blue box.
Marvel, Titans and DC could do one every now and then.
Yeah. So that's just us rambling.
We're doing another amalgam universe run with Titans comics and Doctor.
I'm surprised they don't do that anymore. I'm really surprised. It's like they can't even work together anymore. It's like, why not? It's like they just don't. So weird. All right. So we are going to get out of this cast. Hope you enjoyed it. I hope I didn't bore you. I hope you didn't curse me out like 20 times. It's time to go. So take care. Bye for now.